What's up, guys? Today we build our first Web3 lead list for selling to Web3 people. Today we're building your muscle for generating money in the future. If you know how to prospect, if you know how to find relevant people that would enjoy working with your product and using your product that solves their problems, you're golden, because you're going to be an asset in every company. So we're going to cover tools, accounts, personas, and we're going to take those hands and I'm going to show you exactly how you build this list. And my ideal goal is that you can build your lists on your own without me. I'm going to give you the basic principle. I'm going to show you the basic process because there is a ton of different approaches how you can build your lead list. I made a lot of videos on them. You can check out them in the left corner there. I'm going to link the playlist. You should watch everything if you want to be top 1% of sales reps. But in this video, we're covering the general process. And after this, you can start improving the process by strategies and tactics that I made in the video, in the videos on the left. So, approaches. There are two main approaches for building lead lists, automatic or manual. In the beginning, everybody starts with manual just because they don't know how to do this automatically, or they do automatically very bad. And which is probably good because you're a beginner, you're just learning, and it's good if you spend more time in the weeds, understanding which projects are good, which companies are good, how to use filters, how to use different websites, researching more projects, going on their web pages. But I'm gonna show you the pro way, how you do 80% with automation. That's gonna save you, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 hours per week just of researching, of doing lead lists. And then 20% of your manual work would be just for cleaning the list that you have. Because automation is not perfect and this is the price that you have to pay. If you're saving 20 hours with automation for building the list, then you should pay like, I don't know, 1 hour or 2 hours for clearing the list and making sure that it's perfect. But I'm gonna show you how I, in general, do the list building. How do I find relevant companies and how do I find relevant people? What tools we're gonna need? We're gonna need a tool to find companies. We're gonna need a tool to find people. We're gonna need a tool to scrape the data from websites, and we're gonna need LinkedIn. So in my case, I like to use Apollo.io. This is the database. Then I also use clay.com as a scraper, and LinkedIn I use. Sometimes you can go and you can search for people on LinkedIn. I'm not gonna cover LinkedIn in this part. You can find a lot of videos that I made about this in the previous ones. Today I'm gonna cover the Apollo.io path and clay.com path. So the first thing that you are going to do, you need a website that has an aggregation of different crypto projects. And I like specifically Rootdata because it has almost 10K projects, which is a lot. In general, you can go for DevRadar, they have around 14K projects, but my personal preference is the Rootdata. Now you need to navigate and find the list of prospects. Let's say your ICP is layer 2 and you're selling to layer 2s. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go here in the tag and you're searching this. You see there is a ton of different tags. You can sell to AI, to tools, to wallets, infra, and whatever you want, to DAOs. But in our specific case, we're gonna focus on layer 2s just because it's a very good example. There is a lot of companies and they're actively building and they're funded right now. So this is a good market to be in. You're going for layer 2s, you can go start adding additional filters like investors, different rounds, are they funded, what kind of round that they have received, their valuation, region where they're operating, like all of that stuff. I'm not gonna add all of this, but for you, if you know that your ICP requires a certain region or certain amount of money to be present in their bank account, then you should go and start doing this. What you do next? You need to get all of these projects, then you need to, for example, when you click on the project, then you see their website, their Twitter, Gitbook. We need their websites. So this is where automation tunes in. You can either do this manually, get this to Google Sheet, for example, copy AI mesh, then copy the website, and then copy the second project, PTP, and then copy the company name. And you would probably waste around 1 hour doing this, maybe less, but it's a lot of manual work. I'm going to show you how to do this automatically. You need a tool that is called clay.com. When you don't get the clay.com, you get the extension. And here is what this amazing extension is doing. It analyzes what's present on the page. It sees all the projects, and then from all of these projects, it automatically maps out different fields. So they have the logo, they have the link for when you click on the link, it has the name of the project, it has all these fields, tags field, it has the ecosystem field, which is very nice. Now what you do, you're gonna go and You're gonna watch all of these companies. So the clay starts mapping out items here. There was 15, now it's 38. And when you go here, it's boom, it's 49 items. So it mapped out everything. Where you see ecosystem, where you see the name, everything is here. Oh my bad. Oops, doing this SO1 cut. So I'm showing you everything with my hands. So I don't want to do any additional edits. So we're gonna do here again. Layer 2, chicks, getting everybody. And clay.com works on any website. DAP Radar, Alchemy, DAP App Store, anything works. You just scraping the data. Now when you have it, you need to get this thing and you need to export this as CSV, or you're copying it to clipboard. Let's say I'm copying it to clipboard, and then you're going to Clay, to the tool itself, clay.com, and then you're creating the table. And by the way, don't worry, I'm going to leave all of the links in the description. So you're getting new table. Let's say you are start from a blank table. Here is the table. You're putting here. Boom, paste and overwrite. Mismatching. Okay, my bad. Chooks. Let's do it this way. Let's do it. We download it as CSV. Then we go here. We're gonna go here. Companies. Browse. You get it. This. Boom. Okay, 49 items. First row contains column names, and you go add data, then you create this as a new blank table, and now Clay will do the majority of work for us. So first thing that we do, we're clearing the fields here. You don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this, you do not need this, this, and this. Everything that you need is just the company name. Now what you do here is that you take the company name, you just get it, boom, I hope this copied it. Then you go to ChatGPT, and what we're doing here, we need to get the website. We need to get the website, and automation will get the website for us here. If we start getting the websites right now, sometimes, because it's going to be automating it from Google, sometimes it will give the bad link. So we want to ensure that the majority of companies that you get right here is the maximum, so you don't lose on wrong links, because it can show Hermes, like it can show the website for real Hermes, not just the Web3 Hermes. So what you're gonna do here, we're gonna go to ChatGPT and we're gonna run this command: add the word Web3 at the end of each position in the column. And you go here. Okay, this didn't work. So what we're gonna do, we need to copy all of this list. We're gonna go here. Where is this? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Here it is. Let it add the word Web3, because when it's Web3, when the automation gonna Google this, we're gonna have a better website. Okay, this is it. We are going to copy this thing, then we're putting it here, and then we put it here, and we say boom, paste and overwrite. Here is everything overwritten. Now what we're doing, we're starting the automation. This is the fun part. We go to and start add enrichment, and here what we're gonna say is LinkedIn, add LinkedIn, find LinkedIn here. And you put find LinkedIn, and here's the find LinkedIn company information from company name. You click on this thing, and what it's gonna do is it's running a domain check. It's getting these words, puts this into Google, finds the Google, and then from the website it finds the LinkedIn company. So you're broadening up your research. What you're doing here is that you are adding the list where you want to get this data from. You want to get it from text. Oh my god. Let's turn this off. Text. You're mapping that the company name is the column with the word text, and then you apply and run first 10 rows. It's running. The first thing didn't do anything, but the Google thing is typically doing the job. Here's the first one. Let's go. Clearly you see that the automation does some mistakes. Base Web3 giving us Base MC, or Mode Web3 giving us the Web3 career job. I don't know, maybe this is the real thing. But the problem here is that you need to clear this list later on. Then you're just running all rows. But Obscuro, for example, I know the guy from Obscuro, this is the right website. The cleanliness of this list would be probably 80-20. 80% is going to be, everything is going to be right. 20% probably not going to be right. I would advise checking at first the websites that you, for LinkedIn, where you see that there are similar LinkedIns, or when you see that this is like the CoinDesk, Shibarium, you see that there is a lot of inconvenience here, a lot of stuff that you need to spend your time to clean this list. But I think in general, it's good. Like 80% is right, and then 20% is wrong. So this is your manual stuff. You're fixing only what it hasn't found. But let's say we're gonna fix this. Here you have domain. Here you have the enriched company. Let's say you click here Digate. What you can do, you can also add LinkedIn URL here. Boom. You create a column as a URL, and when you see at your list, you can see that it automatically checked for the websites, for LinkedIn profiles, for description. You can check then locality, then size, then you also have URL for the LinkedIns, and you can start working from here. What you're doing here is that once you clean up this list, once everything is clean, I'm not gonna do this on this video, so not to make it super long, we're gonna go and do this thing. We're gonna download this table as a CSV. It's exporting. Okay, we downloaded it. Now what we're doing, we're going to the apollo.io, and we need to start enriching this list. So what you go to Apollo, you can use it for free. Clay, you can also use it for free in the beginning. You go to search. Once you sign up for an account, you go to search, you go to companies, and then here you find the thing called import. You get this bulk import from CSV, and then you get the file. Boom. Get it here. Now you need to map up columns for Apollo to find right projects for you. And again, you have cleaned out this thing. So you're looking for, here is the URL. This is account website. This is the LinkedIn URL. This is the wrong thing. You map it out. You search for a field that is called domain. Created name, locality, domain. Here is domain. This is your account website. This is locality. This is where account location, to make your Apollo search better. And then you need to find the name of the company. Enrich company, size, text, size. Can we say account stage, contact email owner. Okay, this is wrong. Enrich company. Here is it. And this is gonna be, yeah, right. We don't have any other names. Enrich company is gonna be account name. Oh no, sorry, text one is gonna be account name. This is the account name that we have put in. This is the account name. Then you can create a list. You can create this out to as an additional list, and at the end of the day you're creating this calling like import. Yes, and you're creating 8 unmapped columns. Apollo is running it for you, and then boom, 89 companies. You see some of them are right, some of them are wrong. This is because I didn't clean the list, but you will do this on your end. Here's the list of all the projects. Everybody is in Apollo, and you see that majority of them have employees. And this is the next thing that we're gonna do. Once they have an employee, you are having this list here. What you can do, you can click on people. My bad. In the companies, we would need in the saved. Let's add, select all companies. You're adding those companies to lists. Add to list. It's gonna be test, add to list. Boom. And then you can go to people. Okay. Or even you go to lists. Then you go to wallets, people, here, team, also people list, it's here, companies list. Here's a test, run it here, 49 accounts, then you go to people, net new. Out of this list that we created, it's around 2.8k people with emails, with locations, with everything. What you're doing here, you go for your persona. Now you need to find your persona. And their job title, let's say you're interested in BD, business development manager. Here, 27 people. You can start outreach right now. This is your first lead list. Or in general, you go and you start looking for CEO or CTO. Doesn't matter who are you looking for. The main thing that you know the title. Here, 30 CEOs of all these projects. Some of them are missing, some of them are wrong. Your job as a prospector right now is to clean this list again. So the first etap of cleaning, you cleaned it here, then you cleaned it here in Apollo. Once you have all of this stuff, you have a ton of people, you just put it here, boom, and you can get this people into the CSV and you can start outreaching them. Here is the email. Accessing the email, you can get their phone number from here. You can add them to your CRM and you can start adding them to your pipeline. Now, what is important here is that a lot of stuff here can be modified. You can go to a different website and find a better lead list. You can go to Rootdata, get the data from Rootdata. You can go to DepRadar or to other website from this video that I'm gonna link here and add more projects here, because maybe not everybody is listed on Rootdata. You can add more people here. You can work more on Clay for adding the data. You can do all this stuff manually. Just it's gonna be super long for you guys. After you have all of this data, then the next you're getting the websites. Once you have the websites, you can get those websites, put them in Apollo and enrich those with Apollo. And Apollo will give you the right people for the right companies. Maybe Apollo may not have some data for the people. Let's say you really want to go out reaching the WASM, but they don't have the data for CTO. They only have CEO. Like even though it's like 28 people. Here is a ton of people, but let's say they don't have somebody. And then you're going and you try to look for those people manually, and you start outreaching the different persona. The point here is that building the first lead list is very simple if you know the basics. And the basics are that you need to clean your list, that you need to clearly know who is your ideal customer profile, who is your persona, how to automate this right, that you need to clean all the lists, that you're using ChatGPT when it's smart, and then you're getting to the right people. You're getting these people, you getting them to the Google Sheet, or you're getting to ideally to your CRM, and from your CRM you can start outreaching them either with emails, then adding combination of DMs. You can add them LinkedIn messages, because everybody, let's say if you want to go for, let's go for Carl. Carl has every Apollo account has LinkedIn. From LinkedIn, you can start messaging these people. You can connecting with them. You can send them messages here. Very, very simple. You can also go through the LinkedIn search. You can go like Web3 founder, like and others. But the point here is that you are doing more stuff faster. And this is gonna be the condition for your win. This video was super long and it was hands-on experience. I haven't tried to do this thing before. I hope you enjoyed this and this was clear. If there is something unclear for you guys, just drop down a message in comments so I can know how to make this video. Maybe I need to redo this or clarify some additional points. Your feedback would be very beneficial for me. If you're watching this still right now and if you're still here with me, then you're the guy or the girl. You're gonna make this for sure in this industry, just because you're eager to learn and you are not very easy to mess up. So guys, wishing you a very nice end of your day or night if you're watching this at night. See you in the next video, because next video we're gonna cover where to go from this lead list when you already have this big list. How do you outreach these people? How do you manage all these people? How do you make sure that you are successful in your outreach? Which is the very important part too. Wishing you a very nice end of the day. As at home training, you can build your first lead list for your ICP and your persona. If you don't have one, imagine that you have ICP and still do it. And I'm wishing you a very nice day. Bye bye.